What's up with Indiana Jones? He looks like a park ranger, and he walks like he just dumped ass. Oh well, we're having fun with our whip in the meantime, but then you find that your whip is pretty useless. You can use it to swing around and kill small insects, but any of the regular bad guys, it only makes them jitter around and grunt. Should be a dance. Whip it! The big problem is figuring out where you're supposed to go. Some call it a platformer game, some call it an adventure game. I classify it as a where the fuck do I go kind of game. Yeah, one of those. It's dreadful. All you do is jump around. You go indoors and you jump around some more. You jump around, you jump around. The stages don't really progress much. Everything looks the same. It almost seems like I'm doing laps. But wait. Yeah, how did I get here again? You want to know why? Because the damn stages cycle over and over again. Let me draw it out. It's like, okay, here's the stage, you know, all the cliffs, the doors, lava pits, all that bullshit. Anyway, for example, if you go all the way down here, you don't hit a wall or any kind of boundary. You just come out up here, but without any indication that you've done so. What kind of bullshit is that? Everything looks the same anyway, so it only makes an already confusing game even more confusing. Who would want to play this? I'd rather drink buffalo shiz. It's a combination of shit and jizz. Yeah, that's foul. I apologize. You know, there's a major paradox going on here. If you keep jumping down, you're basically coming out the top again. Yeah, you follow? It's kind of like a never-ending staircase. Even Einstein would be baffled by how this game breaks the laws of physics. Just the fact that this game was made the way it is, it's a shit stain on the fabric of nature. Another thing I hate is whenever you get hit, usually by a stupid bat or something, you end up going ape shit like Indy's having a seizure or something. It stuns you for a few seconds, but if it happens on a conveyor belt, you're fucked. You're going over the edge. Fuck! Try again. Kiss my ass! I hate this game! It's fucking horrible! Next up, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade is another strange case. It was originally released by Taito, but then came a completely different version by Ubisoft. Did we really need two games based on the same movie on the same console? Especially when the later one's a steaming pile of pig shit. Indiana Jones would have been a great concept for a side-scroller game, but they just kept fucking it up. How'd they do this? It's ass! Let's check it out. So this is Menace Beach. Basically, you're some kid on a skateboard trying to rescue some girl. It's plagued by god-awful control, a pathetic attack range, and the most annoying level design I've ever seen. But the most interesting thing about this game is that between each level, you see your girlfriend begging you to rescue her, and each time, her clothes gradually disappear. The first time playing this, I didn't even realize what was happening. She says, "I've been here so long, my clothes are starting to rot." Seriously, that's the only explanation. I think she would die of starvation before her clothes would rot. But the funny thing is that it's a strangely effective way to get you to play the game because just for curiosity's sake, it makes you wonder how much of her clothes are going to come off. It's like, hey, we got this horrible, shitty game, but there's a girl taking her clothes off, so you gotta keep playing. How did this turn into a Bible game? Well, let's find out. Here comes Sunday Fun Day. It might interest you to know, this is actually the last game ever made for the NES, and it was as late as 1995. Oh, no, there's 3 games! Oh boy, well let's try them all. Here's Fishfall. Okay, you're a hand trying to grab falling fish and throw them up into a floating basket. What does this have to do with the Bible? What does catching parachuting fish and throwing them up at an electric eel have to do with the Bible? Oh, okay, it's got some Bible verses thrown in. Now it makes perfect sense. Okay, let's try For Him. What? It's karaoke? Oh, please. Now that I've wasted my time with all that, let's play Sunday Funday. Well, it's identical to Menace Beach. Just look at the title screens. It's the same exact game. Now, there are a few minor differences, but we'll get to them as we go. Instead of trying to rescue your girl, you're not even going to believe this when I tell you. You're trying to get to Sunday school. Yeah. Now, as much as that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard for a game, what I don't understand is why that's so difficult. Who are these raging atheists that don't want you to go to church? It's bad enough that the entire town's trying to stop you, but what's with the flying clowns, the old ladies coming out of boxes, and animals coming out of sewer holes? What's this guy's problem? Like, why does everyone want him dead? I'd say he's having quite a day. And the funny thing is, he probably gets to church and doesn't even mention it. Like, oh, what you do on this Sunday morning before church? Oh, well, I flew on a balloon that I got from some clown, and then I went through the sewers and beat up a bunch of plumbers. I hopped on some frog and bounced around on a bunch of springs and shit. Then I threw a bomb and blew some guy's fucking face off. Yeah, look at the face. Oh, God, that's so violent. Now, instead of the stripping chick, you get this annoying bitch who does nothing but nag you. Get your ass to Sunday school! The only other thing I've noticed that's been changed are some of the enemies. Ninjas are now kids, and these Elvis-looking guys are now plumbers. Maybe ninjas were too violent, and Elvis's devilish rock and roll was too much for a religious game. But everything else fits perfectly fine. Why does a bird come out every time you kill someone, and why do they turn from white to black? Kind of like a reverse Michael Jackson. It's time to wrap things up. I got something to blow the lid off the crap barrel. Time to flick the shit switch, turn up the diarrhea dial. It's Bible games on CDI. Yeah, we're living on the edge. More like living on a prayer. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a shitty game. Then the Statue of Liberty starts talking to you. Can somebody explain this to me? Is there any reason why the Statue of Liberty has to talk to Superman? I'll watch over you? Is it a guardian angel or something? Is there something I don't know? Like, what kind of drugs were they taking when they came up with this shit? Ugh, and that music. Wait a minute. Stock market panic? Stock prices fall? What are we talking about? Stocks now? Find out why stock prices have fallen. You'll learn about stocks at the stock market. Okay, that's the goal here? To go to the stock market? Oh my God. Do you remember being a kid? You remember playing Nintendo? What kind of things were you interested in? Comic books, video games, the stock market? Yeah, do you think any kid playing this game gives a shit about the fucking stock market? Why? Why make a game that has anything to do with stocks or taxes or politics? You just don't do that. It's like, what were they thinking? Stocks? I just can't, oh God, what a shitload of fuck. The games came on floppy disks. Remember those? The ones that actually are floppy? The gameplay is self-explanatory. You just fly around and shoot stuff. You don't have to be Clark Kent and find subway passes or any bullshit like that. So it's actually better than the Nintendo version. But that's not saying much. That's like saying the shit that I took last night was better than the shit I took the day before. But this has got to be one of the most annoying stages in video game history. Every time you get hit, you fly back. Fuck. 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 Fuck! Oh, come on. You really want to make me play this? Well, I'm going to do it just for you, because I like you a lot. Now, don't take that too serious. Here it goes. I'm turning on the power. First, you're greeted by a smiling cartoon fox. Titus? What the fuck is that? What? I'm stuck? How the hell am I stuck? I'm underneath the bridge. Looks like Superman stroking his super dick. The only thing worse than an impossibly bad game is not even being able to kill yourself. What's with the punching? Do I actually get to punch people somewhere in this shitload fuck of a game? I guess I'll never find out, but why are these punches so awkward? Oh man, what is he doing? Exercises? This is so ridiculous. This game isn't just bad, it's really bad. I'm not even kidding around, it's fucking horse shit! Almost there. Less than 10 seconds. Come on, I can just barely make it. Look, there's a last drink. Fuck! Ass! bitch can't fart! I can't believe it! There is only one ring left! Oh, this is ass. This is really ass. Oh, look, this time I'm gonna do it. It's 4 seconds. Shit! Yeah! No! That didn't count! And am I really doing this? Is this a Superman game? Flying through rings? Is that the best they could come up with? That's like if they made a Batman game where all he does is just play hopscotch. What kind of game is this? Is this some sort of insanity test? Well, I'm done. I'm sorry, but that's all I can do. This game doesn't even qualify as shit. It's like the equivalent of shit taking a shit. This is unspeakably, shockingly bad. It's sickeningly loathsome. It's a fucking suffering to the mind. It's a bunch of fuck and it doesn't belong on this planet. Somebody's gotta take care of it. This is a job for the fucking nerd. Alright, let's dig into a big pile of bat shit. The first enemies you encounter are what I think are toy airplanes and gargoyles, or bats, which take shits on you. Yeah, if you look close enough, you can see the little shit bombs dropping out of their asses. Well, anyway, the game sucks. Gotta give it the Batman punishment. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Alright, well, this one gets the official bat stamp of shit. On to the next game, but first, gotta tell it I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Next up, Batman Forever for the Super Nintendo. Now we're in deep shit, because this game is Triceratops testicles. So you figure, okay, I probably gotta go up there. So you try jumping all around, but it's useless. You try every possible combination of buttons till you find that select shoots this wire out of your crotch. Just guys in flashy suits and guys with chainsaws. Oh, look at that! Chainsaw to the dick! Everything's so dark you can never tell where there's a door. Then you walk back and look for one of those spots where you can use your grappling dick. See? Right there. That was just a lucky guess. Another problem is the fucking foreground keeps blocking me. It's like, get that shit out of the way! I can't see what I'm doing! Rather have a diarrhea dog take a lava dump all over the screen. And just when you thought you had the controls all figured out, you come to this part where you need to jump down. You'd expect to be able to just simply push down, maybe in combination with the jump button, but oh, that's right, there is no fucking jump button, it's up. That would be pretty impressive, to be able to press down and up at the same time. Well, anyway, you try every combination imaginable, and guess what? It's down and R. Yeah, R! That's not even one of the main buttons. Why R? And again, the R button has to be tapped slightly before you press down. And sometimes there isn't even a hole to tell you where you're able to do that. Why is everything so cryptic? Look, this is fucked beyond belief! It's like the controls in this game are like something you do for a cheat code, not a basic move that you have to do in order to play the game. Why did they program it in such an asinine, ball-brained, cockamamie, ridiculous fashion? It's like, geez, there's 4 buttons right in the front of the controller. Look, that's not enough to work with. Instead, they have to, like, program it, like, all into, like, weird kind of crazy button combinations and shit. It's like, what were they thinking? It's like, up is jump, select for the grappling hook. Select shouldn't even be part of the game. Select should be, like, for the menus or something. I mean, jeez, like, were they trying to just ruin this game? Just flat out just fuck it up? Well, they did. Batman Forever, it sucked back then, and it sucks forever. Batman. That's it. That's all the shitty Batman games I can take. 3 years over.
Batman! Batman, you want to play a really shitty Nintendo game, Batman? Well, how about Return of the Joker on the Nintendo Entertainment System,
Yeah,
Batman?
I'm not really Batman, though.
You're not Batman! Batman, you're Batman! I'm Batman! Come on, Batman, let's play! Come on!
I'm not playing any more shitty Batman games.
Yes, you are! Oh, Batman, let me give you a hand! Betty!
You can even make Batman dance to the music, because when you press up, he turns his head.
Oh, the Bat dance!
You're slipping around on the ice trying not to fall, and all these tornadoes keep flying at you. Even after a lot of trial and error, it's still next to impossible not to get hit by these things. Come on, you fucking tornado piece of shit. I know you're there. Just inching forward. I know you're there. Fuck! There's also the traditional annoying backwards fall bullshit. Whenever you get hit, you fly back, right? You're familiar with that. But here, even if you're facing in the other direction, you get sucked back into the hole. What in the holy mother of fuck is that about? That doesn't even follow the laws of physics. Then there's the falling ceiling gag, you know, for you to get by, they have to fall. There's no other option. If you stand under it, it kills you. To get it down, you stand under it. What a paradox. Look at this pandemonium. There's a fucking ceiling waiting to come down and kill me. There's a guy throwing an oil drum. If I try to get out of the way, I get hit by these rotating blades and shit. I take the guy down, and then I try to set off the ceiling trap, and I'm dead.
Shut up! Fuck you, motherfucker!
So I try it again, and this time I just carefully step to the edge, just taking baby steps, you know. God! This game's fucking brutal! It doesn't even make any sense! Come on, you piece of shit! Fuck! Okay, so I'm trying to jump onto a moving platform while somebody's shooting at me. How the hell does that work? Oh shit. Whoa, I got lucky there. So I'm just gonna try to shoot him from across the hole, but as you can see, I can't. I just gotta get on there. Ass! One more try, I just can't get hit. Come on, you motherfucker! Ah! Thank God. And how do you like this? You can actually get blocked by a power-up. But he can still shoot through. That's not fair!
Oh, it's so unfair!
It's like they deliberately programmed this thing to be a means of torture. There's also a slide move, but I never found a safe time to use it, so half the time I forgot I had it. The only thing easy about this game are the bosses, except for the Joker. He's impossible.
So, overall, it's really not the worst Batman game. It's not really that bad of a game in general. It just has some things about that
Oh,
suck.
would you like to play a bad game, Batman? How
No,
about
I
the
think I'm
Game
fine.
Boy version, Return of the Joker? Have fun, motherfucker!
The controls are like trying to get a horse to wipe its ass on an eagle.
What are you playing, Return of the Joker? Didn't you just play Return of the Joker? Return of the Joker, Return of the Joker. Well, how about Revenge of the Joker for the Sega Genesis? Oh, Return of the Joker, Revenge of the Joker. Return, Revenge, Return, Revenge. Oh, the gargoyles now are after you!
I'm sick of this shit. I've had enough of this shit. Come on.
No, you're not making this!
I'm gonna shove these fucking games up your ass. Batman Revenge of the Joker. Batman Return of the Joker. Batman Forever. Batman Return of the Joker on Game Boy. And last but not least, Batman on Commodore 64.
And watch out for what door you go in. It's a beginner's trap. You don't know where to go, so you just walk into a room and shit, the enemies gang rape your ass. Oh, this must be why the attack is so slow. Our hero must pass the blades out of his cock. Hell, if broadsword shooting out of my cock was my only defense against purple inchworms and bats, I'd probably let them kill me. Since when are you supposed to just throw a sword anyway? I mean, swinging it at your enemy would have worked nicely, but no, he throws it, and where the hell does he get all these swords? Even the manual says you have no confidence in the sword. What the fuck kind of advice is that? That's like saying, buddy, if you play this game, you're gonna get fucked up the asshole with a porcupine! Good fucking luck, douchebag! It's almost like the game just wants to fucking piss you off! Every screen in this game is just a clusterfuck of shitty bad guys to fight! Oh great, I'm being attacked by balls! Blue balls, no less! Oddly enough, they're the hardest to kill for some reason. They take like 20 damn hits! They're just fucking balls! You get an inventory screen. It's empty right now, but it seems pretty standard. Tells you your life and everything. It also has this thing called Lutter. Yeah, it says you have 50 Lutter. I can only assume that that's currency, so I googled it to check what it meant. And according to an Urban Dictionary, Lutter means cheap-ass hoe. So, therefore, we're already starting out with 50 cheap-ass hoes, so we're doing alright for ourselves. I wonder what the exchange rate is for the expensive whores. Maybe we'll find out later. Oh, and the music. The bubbly sound of ripping ass isn't even an adequate way to describe the music in this game. Imagine taking a phonograph machine, submerging it in diarrhea, and wiring it to a horse's ass to use as a speaker. It makes nails on a chalkboard sound like fucking Mozart. And do people normally spin like that when they fall off of something? Reminds me of shit spinning down the fucking toilet. This game is so fucking hard, it's easier to lift an elephant with my ass while singing Old MacDonald. This game is equal to that of liquid ass butter. Stay away from this horrible piece of shit encrusted fuck. I'd rather suck farts out of a dog's ass. Das Spiel ist scheiße. Dieses Spiel fickt dich hartras das Leben. Well, I gave that a try. Anyway, this game isn't just your average turd. It's the kind of putrid, rancid, disgusting turd that sits in a truck stop bathroom for 20 years until even the flies won't go near it. It's games like this that make me regret ever picking up an NES controller. This game is like a never-ending turd that bends around and goes into your mouth, thus creating an endless cycle of eating your own shit whilst taking a crap, and occasionally puking up the same for all eternity. This is so bad, Satan wouldn't even accept it if you offered it with your soul. I'd rather suck the dried shit out of Chewbacca's ass fur. Fuck this game. No, better yet, don't fuck this game. Don't let your friends fuck it. It's unfuck-worthy. This game is just an orgy of ass. This game is a chicken-licking, finger-fucking son of a bitch. This game is ball cider. The assholians bow down to this piece of shit. In other words, the game sucks.
The angry video game nerd.
Battletoads on Nintendo. Now don't worry, it's a good game. It's actually one of the most memorable games in the NES library. But when it first came out, a lot of people were thinking, what is this, a cheap Ninja Turtles knockoff or something? But it was actually pretty good. Who the fuck are you?
I'm your guitar guy. I sing your theme song from behind the couch.
Well then go back behind the damn couch! Jeez.
You know, that's not the welcome I really expect.
Well, look, you can't just sit here while I do the review.
Why can't I do the review with you?
Oh, because that's not how it works. It's like, I play the game, and you get your ass back behind the fucking couch!
I don't ever get to do anything. You don't even use my song that much anymore.
Why are you always behind my damn couch anyway?
There are no other couches to go behind.
What a piece of shit. Ass! Fuck! You don't know shit about how fucking shitty this fucking shit is. It's so bad it sucks. It's so fucking suck it fucks. I'd rather eat out the rotten asshole of a road-killed skunk than play this game. Cowabunga. Cow a fucking piece of dog shit. This game is diarrhea coming out of my dick. This game is as appealing as a fucking ooze-infested, dirty, fucking sewer rat shit. I had no fun. Alright, fine. You can sit here just this one time.
Thank you.
Alright? You happy?
I'm very happy.
Very good. Okay, so anyway, Battletoads on the NES. But put that down. Put it down. Drop it. You can't fucking play the game with me.
Why not?
Because it's not even a two-player game.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Look, you see 2 players? Press start. That's it. Alright, so anyway, the game begins, and how'd you do that?
I push start.
Oh, so it's arcade style. The second player has to push start to join in. Why not just a regular select screen like any other NES game? Speaking of which, the intro shows 3 Toads, Rash, Pimple, and Zitz. Why such disgusting names? How about herpes, genital warts, and gonorrhea? Besides, Pimple's not even in the game. He's captured and the goal is to rescue him. But on to the game. The first level's like a classic beat 'em up. Punching people is so satisfying. I like how your fists enlarge. When you headbutt, you grow ram horns. And when you kick, your foot grows into a giant boot. You can throw your enemies and grab weapons. It's so much fun. And when you pause the game, you get this catchy beat.
Well, I could just die twice on purpose and then we can both start.
No. Fuck that. There's no reason why the game should be programmed this way. And we shouldn't have to stand for it.
Oh, the hell with this shit!
The hell with this fucking shit.
The hell with this banana buffalo wearing bastard bullshit!
Yeah, now you're talking. All right. So anyway, Battletoads.
I'm going behind the couch!
Yeah, you do that. Go bunker yourself from all these, like, shitty games. Yeah, so Battletoads is not a 2-player game. Having a second player is as convenient as having a Siamese bulldog attached to your anus. It's just, like, with 1 player it's hard, but with 2, it's virtually unplayable.
He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard.
You bet your ass! Go behind someone else's couch!
There are no other couches to go behind.
Basically, Battletoads is
I'm
not...
going behind the couch.
Well, good then. I mean, go bunker. Fuck. You know, Dick Van Dyke is in the movie. You think that's enough dicks? Like, seriously, when this movie came out, I never said dick so much before in my life. Every kid on the block was running around saying, Dick Tracy, Dick this and Dick that. My dad said, can't you just call him Richard Tracy? And I was like, you know, how is Dick short for Richard? That doesn't even make any sense. It's like Bill and William or Jim and James. But at least Bill and Will rhyme and Jim and James both start with a J. But Richard and Dick? Like, nobody ever says Dickard. What the hell's wrong with Dickard? He looks like he's got a bad suntan. You can use your gun, but it's more amusing to punch the living shit out of people. Bam! 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 Oh, look at him go. Down the steps. He's still going. What the hell? Are they really trying to be serious with this? So you get to Steve the Tramp, whose on-screen character looks nothing like his mugshot. You have the option to interrogate him or arrest him. If you choose to arrest him, you just get scolded by your superior officer and get sent back to the station. But if you interrogate him, he'll give you some information, which basically tells you to go to the 9th and F pier. But once you leave that screen, you better remember 9th and F, because you're not going to be told again, and Dickard doesn't write it in the notepad. What kind of detective is that? Stupid banana raincoat wearing dick. Besides, you can't even see the notepad unless you go back to the station. During the gameplay, there's no status screen where you can bring up the clues or anything. Why wouldn't a detective bring the notepad with him? Dumb dick. So I'm gonna assume that I don't need to collect all the clues. I just need to figure out which crook I can arrest. So after skipping most of the clues, I was able to find one clue in particular, which pretty much says that Numbers is the culprit. So I look at my mugshots and find that Numbers is hiding out at 8th and J. So I go straight over to 8th and J, and it's swarming with bad guys. Even going into this place with full health, it's hard to survive to the end. It's hard as dick. So I get to Numbers, I arrest him, and then... I need more evidence? You gotta be fucking kidding me! That's ridiculous! Like, what? Like, you have to travel all around and go to 5 different buildings, 4 to get the clues, and then the last one to arrest Numbers, all without dying once. That's horse shit! And I didn't say horse shit, I said whore shit. Like a whore taking a shit! I've been playing this game for almost 20 fucking years and I still can't get past the first stage! So, why am I still trying? I don't know, I'm just a sucker for Dick Tracy. Sucker for Dick? That didn't sound good. I'm gonna tell you right now that anybody would have given up on this game had it not been for the name. They made one of the most frustrating games of all time. They took the name Dick Tracy and slapped it on the cover just like slapping their own greedy dick. Well, if this game is dick, then we were the balls.
And you know, I really wanted to give it a chance because I kind of liked the idea of finding clues and figuring out where to go. Like, it made you think like a detective. But one guy, no continues? Like, seriously, give me a reason why there's no continues. Why are there no continues? Why are there no fucking continues? Why? Ah! Fuck, 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 fucking, fucking, fucking,
This is one of the original stuffed Donkey Kongs from the early 1980s. Why does he have to have his hands like this? Like, what's he trying to tell us? And look at his face. He knows it's funny. It's like, hey, you, fuck you. Let's start off with Hotel Mario. The price on this one, I gotta be honest, was $0 because this one was a donation. Thanks, Casey. You might as well have sent me a turd wrapped in tinfoil. When you kill him, you get these amusing cutscenes.
You've killed me!
Good.
Good. You killed me. Good. Fuck! 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 Gotta calm down.
Oh man, I'm going completely insane. But I can't quit because I'm up to Ganon.
You dare bring light to my lair? You must die!
He looks like a joke. He makes the Ganon from the cartoon series look badass. And it's very surreal coming all this way to fight Ganon and then just throwing the wand of Gamelon at him. That's it. One hit. He's dead.
No! You haven't seen the last of me!
After you've killed him, they still have the nerve to have spikes falling from the ceiling. Wouldn't that be a shame to kill Ganon only to have a spike drop on your head? Then you rescue the king and Link.
What happened?
Nothing, Link. We were just about to have a feast.
Great!
They all yuck it up and everything's fine.
Well, in conclusion, some might say that there are redeeming factors to this game. The music's pretty cool, and the graphics are nice and colorful. Some might call it a mixed bag. But let me tell you what kind of mixed bag. It's a trash bag that's had a bad day. Like, say your mom cleans out the cat litter. Fresh and stale Duty Pebbles go right in the bottom of the bag. And then your sister throws out her used tampons. And where do they go? In the same bag. And then your brother comes home piss-ass drunk. Just upchucks, pukes right into the bag. Now, I'm not trying to be disgusting, but that is a realistic situation. And what it all comes down to, that's a nasty bag. But I'd rather take that shit out to the garbage than deal with this piece of fuck. Fuck this game. Get out of my face.
Whatever I see, I shall devour.
Come on, why can't I get up there? Oh, your mother. Oh, you son of a bitch. Get up there.
It's time to start dropping some F-bombs. Fuck! 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 Fuck!
I'm also prohibited from going to the left. Whether I'm on the top or the bottom floor, there's a fucking piece of shit in the way. The darkness is still a huge issue. Look, my lantern oil ran out, so I can't find my way back. So I'm really up shit creek without a paddle. And that means I'm paddling through the shit with my hands. Talking to people is still a strange ordeal. Why do you have to shove a sword up their ass? Right up their ass.
Wow!
Gotta wake Zelda. Come on! I'm here to rescue your royal ass. Get the hell up! Wake the fuck up. Oh, I get it.
I just saved you from Ganon! I won!
Nothing short of poetry. The most constant, annoying thing is waiting for the screen to load. Watch how long it takes. And you're probably thinking, oh, it can't do that every time. Oh yeah, it does. Imagine how long it takes you to get anywhere. Look at the original Zelda. Watch how quick it is. See? And that was on an old 8-bit console. Damn CD load time. Look at this. That's when you grab your beer.
I don't believe this. Like, I seriously don't believe this. That's it. That's all I can take. How could they fuck up Zelda this bad? It's not a Zelda game. I wouldn't call it that. Oh, but it is. It has Zelda and it has Link. Yeah, you know what? That's a pointless argument right there. That's like if your dad says, I fucked your mom. It's like, I can't argue with that. You know, playing these games is as worthwhile as melting a dog turd in a frying pan. Yeah, put some buffalo puke and some cat piss all over it, and you have a shit sandwich that is Zelda CDI. This game fucking sucks! Fucking sucks! Fucking sucks! Oh yeah, and the Mario game, that one sucks too! Ugh, CDI sucks! That's right, I am holding the entire library of games for this piece of shit in my one hand, with the exception of Jack Brothers, which is rare, expensive, and probably not worth jack shit.
It's time for an update, because now I have Jack Brothers. Thank you very much. It's like I talk about shit and somebody sends me shit. But overall, it just comes down to the same thing. This should have been on Game Boy. This has nothing to do with virtual reality. I don't feel like I'm there. They didn't even try to make it virtual. Instead, they were just jacking off. It was one of the first games that attracted us to the new Sega Mega Drive, known as the Genesis in North America. NES players like myself looked on with envy when this sexy beast hit the scene. It was black, it was round, and it said 16-bit right on the front, like in your face, bitch!
The only question is, are you bad? Are you bad? Let's find out. Bad. As it begins, Michael flips a coin in the jukebox and Smooth Criminal starts up. So all you do is go around, kick fairy dust at people, and rescue kids. Yeah, you can't advance to the next level until you get all the kids. Now, I know what we're all thinking here, but really, that's all it is. You're just rescuing the kids.
Michael!
I'm also not very fond of the kick, because if your enemies are shorter than you, it doesn't help. Like these spiders, or even these dogs. They're such a bitch. Literally. A lot of animal abuse in these games. There's a variety of special moves which are kind of cool. Michael can spin, throw his hat, grab his crotch. Why would they put that in a game? How could they put that in a game? It just seems by tapping buttons, you figure out all kinds of different moves that don't have any purpose. Like if you push up, what does that do? And if you hold the attack button and D-pad in the correct way, then you can actually moonwalk. But again, it has no purpose, and it usually results in taking a hit. The special moves drain your energy, and I mean a lot of it. You can make everybody dance, which takes out everyone on the screen, but what's the point of doing that if it drains half your energy? Still, it's worth it just for the amusement factor, and even the dogs dance. Holy shit, there's so many zombies. So many zombies. Oh my god, there's... like, stop! Oh, holy god, there's so many. Oh my god!
This started a little trend I like to call the bit wars. Nobody ever talked about bits before that, and nobody ever talked about bits since. And what are bits anyway? Nobody knew, they're just bits. Try explaining that to your parents. Oh, I want a Super Nintendo for Christmas. Don't you already have a Nintendo? Yeah, but this one's 16-bit. What's that? I don't know.
The cartridges don't have end labels, so I had to make my own. Seriously, is there any good reason not to have end labels? I guess instead to have these weird handles. What's the point? Do I really need that extra grip? None of the other top-loading consoles had that. It's like, oh, God, I can't get the game out. Oh, God, I need a handle. Man, I just can't get a grip. Gotta have a handle. But what the hell's going on? From what I understand, there's a bunch of penguins walking around. They buy tickets and then go into a transformation booth where they become evil mute penguins. And from there, they go to the doom scale. Yeah, the doom scale. They jump in the mouth and then appear on the scale. So you gotta stop the penguins by using a weapon. For example, a baseball bat. How do you get the bat? You gotta collect letters that spell the word bat. Where do you find the letters? Inside treasure chests. But how do you open the treasure chests? A key, right? No! Gremlins! Yeah, you collect what they call gremlins, and supposedly you drop the gremlins inside the treasure chest and then it opens. But no, it doesn't open right away. It takes like 10 seconds. The more gremlins you use, the faster it opens. But it doesn't open, it like explodes. When you get the bat, you gotta kill all the penguins, but they don't die if you hit them. Instead, there's a bunch of power orbs that scatter all over. You gotta get all the power orbs to power up your bat so you can kill the penguins. But you only kill the penguins wearing hats because the ones that don't wear hats fight the ones that do wear hats. If the mutant penguins on the doom scale outweigh the regular penguins, the doom scale starts screaming and going apeshit.
This is the weirdest game I've ever played. I mean, it's not bad if you're drunk or high or something, but how did they come up with this shit? I got it. I could come up with a game like this. How about you're a shark, and you gotta shake palm trees till trains fall down, and you put the trains in an apple, and then turkeys come and eat the apples, and then the turkeys go up waterfalls, and to get them down, you have to collect monkey butts. So you drop the monkey butts on power lines, and then...
And the special moves are ridiculous. Like, what is this? He shoots fireballs at his dick? Or maybe it's a gaping flame vagina? Who the fuck knows? Somebody was not right in the head.
Where did you learn
That
to
voice
fly?
just never
Where
stops.
did you learn to
Shut
fly?
up.
Where did you learn to fly? Where did you learn to fly? Where did you learn
come
to
on!
fly?
That's enough of that.
Where did you learn to fly?
Oh, gotta get out of my head.
Where did you learn to fly? Where did you learn to fly? Where did you learn to fly?
Oh, I gotta get out of my head.
Where did you learn?
I gotta get out of my head.
Where did you learn to fly?
Stop!
Where did you learn to fly?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Where did you learn to fly?
Where'd you learn to be an asshole? We played some good games, some bad games, and overall, makes me want to puke. Like a cat.
And that's some cool looking design. It looks just like a toilet. Yeah, it's a fucking toilet. What a perfect analogy. So I sent this broken piece of shit to my friend Richard to see if he could fix it. He invented the Nintoaster, a fully functional NES made out of a toaster. He also made the Super Genentari, which plays NES, SNES, Genesis, and Atari 2600 games. So game mechanisms are his specialty. If he can't fix it, then it's fucked. Here's his diagnosis.
Yes, the Atari Jaguar CD. What a steaming pile of fucking shit that was. I want to make sure there's nothing wrong with the console itself first, just to rule it out. So I plug in a game, push the power button, the Jaguar logo comes careening towards me in the foreground, and after a particularly hilarious fucking startup sequence, I'm playing some Tempest 2000. Whoa! So now I know there's nothing wrong with the console itself. Time to move on to the CD unit. So I plug it in, hook up the additional 47 cables that came with it, push the power button, the logo comes careening towards me in the foreground, snarls, and the red screen of death indicating a connection problem. So, the first thing I did was deep clean every single contact point on both the console and the CD unit. I turned it on, red screen. Then I went back and made physical adjustments to every contact point in both the console and CD unit so it'd make a more solid connection. Turned it on, red screen. Finally, I just said fuck it and directly wired those two sons of bitches together, completely bypassing any and all cartridge ports and ruling out the remote chance of there ever being any kind of connection issue between the two systems. I turned it on and guess what? Red screen! So at this point, I pretty much just gave up and shipped everything back to him, along with a Pong machine, which pretty much just says, I'm sorry man, this thing is just too shitty for me to work on. I think between the flaming fuck you middle finger red screens and getting snarled at the same time, this machine has become self-aware and does not want to be repaired. That is my diagnosis. Richard out.
So, the end. I gotta take a shit.
The first thing that bugs me is the weapon. Why bubbles? Why not a sword or magic lightning bolts or fireballs or a gun or undefined pixelized pieces of shit? Fucking anything but bubbles. The only thing interesting here is an area with a bunch of money. But how the hell do you get over there? It's like the game is deliberately taunting you. Hey, you want that money, don't you? You want that money. Yeah, you want that money. You want that money? Yeah, well, fuck you. You can't have it.
So that's when you need the power. Nintendo power. It's like you want to know how to beat the game? Well, you gotta buy our magazine, you dumb little shits. Mylon's Secret Castle, getting started. That's not a cheat. That's just how to play the fucking game. The basic rules of the game needed Nintendo power. That is some fuck. What the hell?
I was just standing outside the castle minding my own business when lightning bolts started coming down. Isn't this supposed to be the safe spot? Imagine if any other game had that. If you're like on the overworld or map screen and then all of a sudden shit starts attacking. So you need a lantern to go through the dark room. You need a fireproof vest to get through the fire room. You gotta go through secret walls, some of which require shrinking in size. Now I'm really losing my patience. This princess can go fuck herself. So here's the second boss. Looks like a giant turd that's been run over by a steamroller. Alright, come on, you piece of shit.
Mylon's Secret Castle. More like Mylon's shitty asshole! It looks like it could have been a good game, but instead, they were just fucking jerking off. I can't believe Hudson put their brand name all over this. You can find the Hudson B, and there's letters that spell Hudson. So I guess by sneaking their name in here so much, they must have been really proud of this game. And so am I, because it killed more brain cells than I could possibly imagine. The whole game is based on secrets, but there's a difference between secret and just fucking impossible. Fuck this game!
How about all these candles? They're everywhere. But the Simon Belmont, that's common. You see a candle, you whip it, and hearts come out.
If I were to whip a fucking candle, would hearts come out? I'd like to know. Oh, shit.
The only thing that replenishes your health are food that Simon conveniently finds in the walls. I always thought it was a roasted turkey or a carved ham right out of a Tom and Jerry cartoon. However, the instruction manual says that it's a pork chop. Okay, well that's a pretty big pork chop. Who cooked it anyway and hid it in the fucking wall? And if you were Simon Belmont, would you eat an old pork chop that you found in a wall? It must be fucking dirty.
I do have to say that would be convenient if all I had to do was just whip the wall when I was hungry. This wall would break and there's a fucking pork chop in this wall, I would so eat it.
Dracula may not seem so bad at first, especially after you send his fucking head to the moon. But then, oh my god. What in the unholy name of ass is this fuckness? Oh wait, that's not a word? Well, it should be. If you took one single hit on Dracula, I say your chances against the Cookie Monster are up a rat's ass.
Yeah, it took me 20 years, but I finally got this game beat. Your mother! That's Castlevania for you. Good game, but holy fuck is it hard. Now, as promised, we're going to plow through the rest of them, all the old school Castlevania games, the ones that I grew up with. But not that one. Next on our list is Castlevania 3, which in many ways is the true follow-up. No, I already reviewed that game. So anyway... No. Stop. Stop. Stop! This game is the unholy fuckness. You probably remember it as my first game review. That was 5 years ago, before I took on the regular duty of playing shitty duty. Back then, I wasn't as hardcore. I used a code and I skipped over a lot of the game. So now it's my second chance, because I'm going to do it for real this time. I only scraped the surface off this smelly turd, and after that, it really starts to stink.
It's times like this when you get real bored, you find glitches, like at the door. Why does the holy water just stop? For some reason I always found that amusing. I could do that for hours. The part that's disturbed me the most is that when you walk in this house, you find this old creepy bitch sitting on the floor. Looks like roadkill with a mop on top. She says, "Let's live here together." Okay, fine, we'll just live here. Yeah, so, nice place. You know how hard the Grim Reaper is in the first game? Well, if you do, then wait till you see how hard he is here. Damn, I'm lucky I got past that Grim Reaper. It's fucking relentless. And Dracula has 3 forms. You're telling me you have to make it all the way through the stage and fight 3 forms of Dracula without any fucking continues or power-ups? Are you mad? How are you supposed to do that?
If there's any game that puts you in a bad mood, it's Castlevania 3. You know? Like, if you want a game that'll piss you off, putting this game in your Nintendo is like running open-armed out into a rainstorm of piss. You want to go balls to the wall? Well, there's one way to put your balls to the wall, and that's to stick your dick in an electric outlet. You want to play shit tennis with an orangutan while having your head up a hyena's asshole? Well, good luck.
The graphics and sound just blew my fucking balls off. We had a sequel, a prequel, and a remake. Which direction could the series go after this? At this point, my expectations were soaring in the heavens, and I couldn't wait for Castlevania 5. This is where the disappointment began, and forever kept rolling downhill like a ball of dog dookie down a muddy slope. I was sure that the same way the Super Nintendo impressed me so much, the Nintendo 64 would come along and do the same, delivering the next best Castlevania. I was ready to have my balls blown off by awesomeness once again. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Life sucks. And what are these skeletons shooting lasers out their cocks? In the end, you have to fight a dark priest named Shaft. But what's up with the name? Seriously, Shaft?
Damn right. Snake would become one of the classic video game characters. And of course, it was one of the most popular names of the 80s, next to Michael. I always think of Snake from Escape from New York, or the wrestler Jake the Snake. And his full name is Solid Snake? Might as well just be Erect Cock. It also has the fastest title screen in video game history. Watch how long it stays. Then it goes to the demo. Seriously, it's only up there for 2 seconds. I'll time it. There you go, 2 seconds. It's like the game saying, "Oh, well, you're not going to push start? Well, fuck you then." And where's my fucking gun? Is that all I get? Just my fist? Oh, I have a pack of cigarettes too. Wow, hey kids, smoke up. This game is the fucking crust between your balls. It's terrible, and yeah, I know it's a classic game, but when something's fucked up, it's fucked up. So if you want to rip me a new asshole, that's fine. I have like 12. Yeah, I got a Charlie Brown ghost ass. And it's not just me. Hideo Kojima himself said it slurped anal grease through a warthog's dick hole. Well, he didn't say it like that. Now, I know, it's still a classic if you look past all its flaws. It's like digging for gold underneath a pile of horse shit. Or perhaps it's a gleaming silver turd. It might not look like shit, but it sure smells like it. The only thing we need now is someone to play with. Sorry, but these are two-player games, so I really don't have much of a choice. Alright, come on out. This is the nerdy turd. I cloned him from my own shit. Alright, nerdy turd. You ready to play some Odyssey? Bet your ass you are. What are you doing? Oh, I get it. It's like taking a shit. Let me try it. Oh! Let's both do it. Like, go with me. So it's like the shit's getting thinner as it comes out. Oh, it broke off. Let's make a popsicle. Yeah, it's a popsicle. You're raping me. You're raping me. Let's just go all over. Woo, woo. You can cheat, too. If you turn this little knob here, you can steer the ball. Yeah, that's not fair, is it? We're playing dirty now, motherfucker. Look, it's the dog's tongue. Oh, look, he's got a nuclear boner. Nuclear boner! She's giving birth to a solar baby. Here it comes. This one's called anal logic. Yeah, that sounds fun. It's like the logic of your ass. It's supposed to take place in outer space. You each start on your own planet. I guess maybe your anus and my anus. Submarine. Player 2 has to follow a squiggly line and dodge torpedoes fired by player 1. But the torpedo never seems to go in the direction that it should. And whether or not player 1 is supposed to move, I can't even say. It's just, you know, yeah. So now, let's see what the Odyssey gun looks like. Well, the Odyssey doesn't fuck around. I mean, this is what you call a gun. I mean, look at it. It's a gun. It's a fucking rifle. I mean, they could never get away with this nowadays. You could never, ever... It just blows my mind that there could exist a video game console that has a gun like this. Let's try it out. I remember one time in school, I had an X-Men coloring book, and the teacher looked over and said, X-Men, huh? There's women in there too, aren't there? That's kind of sexist. And I said, well, what's wrong with being sexy? You take one look at that logo, and you just know there is no gold at the end of that rainbow, because this, my friends, is the unholy stamp of death. And I'm about to do the unthinkable. I'm about to stick this abomination in my Nintendo. Rather stick your dick in a piranha's mouth. For power-ups, we have burgers. Yeah, what else could they be? They're fucking burgers. And we also have bottles, which could be anything, but I'm gonna assume they're beer. That sounds about right. It's an X-Men barbecue, burgers and beer. But now, it's time for the enemy roll call. We have green rotary dial telephones, silver surfers in flying wheelchairs, silver surfers air guitaring, John McClane from Die Hard, the Green Reaper throwing skulls, Frankenstein monsters wearing metal masks with visors like Geordi from Star Trek, and bubbles. Don't mean to burst your bubble, The boulders are another thing that's a pain in the ass. They deliberately follow wherever you go. Not only is it annoying, but it doesn't make any sense. Are these boulders self-aware? Do they know where you're standing? Or is there an evil elf inside the hole chucking shit down at you? Almost dead. Gotta get the beer. Ugh! I've had it up to my ass with this piece of shit. In conclusion, this game's way better than the other one, but it's still a pile of donkey dicks. Welcome to die? Okay. But the two NES versions, Stay away. Stay away as far as possible. They suck. They suck balls. This one sucks my left ball. This one sucks my right ball. Welcome to Die!